Knox County Schools says it's seen an increase in mental health related issues over the last 5 years. But the number of counselors and mental health professionals available to students district-wide is actually pretty low. For every 800 elementary school students, there's only one school counselor. And for every 1,500 students, there's only one psychologist. Reporter Gabrielle Hayes joins us with why health professionals say children are in need more now than ever. Gabrielle?
Daniel, a lack of school counselors isn't just a local issue. Studies show school districts struggle with having enough counselors nationwide. And experts say while changes are happening, there's more to be done.
It's just a lack of numbers. It really is, of counselors that are in the schools.
Child trauma therapist Melissa Rose says children across the country are struggling mentally, and access to adults who can help is slim.
Even getting into high school, we're dealing with some really heavy stuff.
In fact, in 2016, the U.S. Department of Education found 1 in 4 schools didn't have any counselors at all, and 1 in 5 districts didn't have any district-wide. Rose says this isn't surprising, but the value of having a counselor or psychologist in-house is invaluable.
It's where our kids are most of their day.
On a local level, Knox County Schools counselors also take on a lot of students. The district says there's 1 counselor to every 800 elementary school students, 1 to every 335 middle schoolers, and 1 psychologist to every 1,550 students.
But for the most part, school counselors do have a lot going on.
It's a lack of access. Helen Ross McNabb says it's trying to help alleviate through a partnership. In a statement, the center says it's never too late to make a difference, and Knox County Schools has taken a diligent and proactive stance in partnering with mental health agencies. Rose says this awareness is a good start.
If we can catch those things early, and especially having someone in the school system, they're in the loop a little bit better.
But she says there's room to do more and be willing to give students what they need when they need it.
And really reacting with knowing that awareness is where we need to keep going.
Now, we reached out to Knox County Schools today. The district wasn't able to go on camera or release a statement. Daniel?
We understand that happens. Gabrielle, thanks. Well, new state data